Having a better eating lifestyle can promote a healthier way of life, such as maintaining weight, ideal blood pressure, and fewer medical issues, which helps having a longer, better quality of life. Food is an enjoyable part of life. It is vital for living and is made to bring friends and families together. Maintaining healthy eating habits does not seem like an absurd goal, but have you actually sat and thought about your diet? How many times are we running late and fast food seems like the only option? How many times are we just too exhausted to cook a healthy dinner that we just go pick up a pizza? As much as these food options are convenient and very enjoyable to eat, it can cause many future health issues. Since studying nursing and health issues, I have become more familiar with dietary needs and the medical risks that are associated with poor nutrition. I have learned about the consequences of an unhealthy lifestyle and the impact it has on other people's lives. You may be wondering what this has to do with you. You may look like a model in your bikini and your doctors raves about your perfect lab results while still eating McDonald's 3 times a week. I am here to tell you that it can eventually affect you and change your quality and length of life. Today, I will show you the need for healthier diets, how great they can be, and how they can improve your quality of life. According to the American Heart Association in 2016, coronary heart disease was the leading cause of death in the United States, followed by stroke, high blood pressure, heart failure, diseases of the arteries, and other cardiovascular diseases. We need to familiarize ourselves with the causes and risk of those particular conditions. As adults, we get wrapped up in our daily routine and forget to take notice of the nutritions we are adding and removing to our body. We become so busy we do not take the time to prepare a healthy nutritional meal for us or our family. Did you know that since the 1970s, the number of fast food restaurants has more than doubled? Recent reports project by 2030, half of the adults, which is 115 million adults in the United States, will be obese. United States adults consume an average of 3,400 milligrams a day of sodium, well above the current federal guidelines of less than 2,300 milligrams daily. Reducing the sodium Americans eat by 1,200 milligrams per day could save up to $20 billion a year in medical costs. After reviewing these numbers, we can see the dietary issues we have in our country. I believe all these medical issues could be changed if we consider the foods we put in our bodies and adjust them to help us have a better quality of life. Food can be enjoyable and healthy too. I am urging you to consider the foods that you intake and the effect they have on your body and your health. A slight adjustment could save money and medical expenses and time that you will have to spend with your loved ones. The daily recommended food intake from My Plate is a great and simple source to begin your lifestyle change. My Plate gives recommendations based on 5 different food groups: fruit, vegetables, grains, protein, and dairy. My Plate suggests to focus on whole fruits. Include fruit at breakfast by topping off whole grain cereal with your favorite fruit, strawberries, or by adding berries to pancakes. Also, My Plate suggests to vary your vegetables. Cook a variety of colorful vegetables and use them in stew, soup, or pasta dish. The recommendations for grains is to make half your grains whole grains. Examples would be to substitute brown rice for white rice, or using whole grain bread to make a delicious sandwich. My Plate also suggests to vary your protein routine by try mixing up your protein with colorful kebabs and by serving seafood twice a week. For our dairy intake, My Plate suggests we move to low-fat milk or yogurt. If you are a parent, make sure your children know how important dairy is in your diet by being a great role model and by making sure to eat and drink plenty of dairy products. Finally, My Plate suggests a limit of sodium, saturated fats, and added sugars. These tips are most important because these are most common risks for cardiovascular disease, obesity, and high blood pressure. Some tips include to cook at home. Preparing your own food helps you decide how much salt is needed. Remember to trim visible fat from meat before cooking to reduce saturated fats. To limit sugars, fruit is a great way to satisfy your sweet cravings. According to Food Research and Action Center, poor dietary intake such as excess saturated or trans fat intake, high sodium intake, and a diet of low fruits and vegetables has been linked to a number of diseases such as cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, obesity, and some types of cancer and osteoporosis. By adjusting your diet plan to meet the recommendations of My Plate, you decrease your chances of the previous health issues. In the Journal of Healthcare leadership, experts in the nutrition field discuss poor diet and physical inactivity and how it is the leading effects of the obesity pandemic and preventable death. They urge for several solutions such as restrictions, mandates, marketing limits, and information provisions. I know that giving up some of your favorite food seems overwhelming and depressing, but just remember the benefits. The pros outweigh the cons, and you can still eat your favorite meals in moderation. Also, researching different and healthier ways to prepare your favorite foods is a fun and enjoyable experience you may have with your loved ones. You have heard the need and the ways that you can help. Now visualize this with me. With a better diet, you get to have a long, healthy life with your loved ones. Life filled with laughter, vacations, with long walks on the beach, and so many more experiences to enjoy. If you choose to continue to eat high sodium, high sugar, or high fat foods, your life could be very limited. Imagine those vacations, but in a wheelchair, or those long walks on a beach limited because of your health conditions. Instead of a life filled with laughter and experiences, they might be overweighted with hospital visits, and medical bills. So in closing and in response to our health, we must act and make a difference to receive the outcome we wish to have, a healthy, better quality of life. Log on to choosemyplate.gov and do some research of your own. Come up with fun and healthy recipes with your family and friends. If nothing else, eliminate soft drinks from your diet or create realistic goals for yourself. Any progress is better than no progress. Whether it is by incorporating more fruits, limiting sodium, or adding more colorful vegetables to your diet, I urge you to be the one who puts a stop to obesity and cardiovascular disease in your family. Be the one to influence your friends, family, and children. Be the one known for bringing the delicious, colorful kebabs to the family picnic. Be the one known to change statistics and urge for a better quality of life for your loved ones. Be the one to make a difference. Thank you.